you think of oil shortages, you probably think, oh no, high gas prices, right? Well, yes, it does mean that, but it means a whole lot more too. So let's get into it real quick. Most people don't stop to think about this, but grocery stores run on diesel. Farmers rely on diesel to run their machinery. Without trucks on the road, life-saving medicine does not get delivered. Food does not get delivered, and people die. And that may be completely unavoidable if we're totally honest. But I'm going to tell you how you can cushion yourself and stay ahead. Because this is no game. If you're not taking this serious by now, you should. Because no diesel means no deliveries. No deliveries means people panic when the shelves empty, and people become dangerous when they panic. Your friendly neighbor suddenly starts to carry a whole new vibe. Your less prepared friends begin to hit you up asking you what they should do. So the first thing you need is shelf-stable food that doesn't require a ton of your drinking water and a ton of time and fuel to cook. I'm talking about rice, beans, peanut butter, oats, spaghetti. Boring, I know, right? But it'll keep your ass alive. But now let's talk about fuel itself, because that's what you came here for probably, right? If you're still here, I appreciate it. Once you go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's continue. You can stock gasoline, and that's cool, but it's eventually going to go bad or become a fire hazard because you don't have a proper way to store large amounts of gasoline, I'd imagine. So your better move is to layer your options. And what I mean by that is this. You're going to want to drive slower than you actually think you need to. Most vehicles are efficient at 45 to 60 miles an hour. Speed kills your MPG. So don't be hauling ass around everywhere. Accelerate like you're paying for it, because you are. Smooth starts and gradual acceleration will save you fuel more than anything else and kill unnecessary weight. That junk you've been lugging around in your trunk equals wasted fuel. Keep your vehicle lean. Next thing you're going to want to do is check your tire pressure. Low tire pressure equals more resistance. More resistance equals more gas burn. It's pretty simple math. So get you a cheap tire gauge and familiarize yourself with it. Next, you're going to want to avoid idling. Don't let your engine just sit and idle. Running drains fuel fast. Shut it off when you're waiting. You're sitting waiting on a train to pass, shut off your engine. You're waiting outside for your kids to come out of school, turn off the engine. Plan every trip. Combine errands, no wandering. Every mile needs purpose. Going out twice today because you needed cigarettes and you also needed milk is stupid. You need to get both of those things while you're out at the same time. And you're going to want to stay out of stop and go traffic. Constant braking and accelerating will also destroy your fuel efficiency. And use cruise control when it makes sense. You're cruising at 70, you're doing much better than slowing down and speeding up between 50 and 60. So use cruise control when it makes sense. And don't ride on a quarter of a tank. In a shortage, half tank is considered low now. So keep it above half whenever possible. And learn your car's range. How far can you actually go on a tank? Don't guess. Because mobility is survival. Your goal isn't to have the most gas, it's to make yours last longer than anyone else's. Set up an outdoor cooking station, especially in the summer, using propane. Or even wood if you're into that. I like cooking on wood, but not everyone likes to blacken the bottom of their pot, so I recommend propane. Or butane burners. You have options. And yeah, if you do stockpile fuel, rotate that shit. Don't let it just sit there like a ticking time bomb. And make sure it's an area with ventilation, for God's sake. Now listen, during shortages, systems get weird. Card machines go down, cash becomes king, prices spike. You know the deal, we saw it with COVID and a few other things. So your best move is to keep cash on you and think local. Local butcher, local farmer, local beekeeper, local anything. Because interestingly enough, when the big supply chains break, the little ones tend to survive. But the part you're really not going to like is oil shortages don't just test your supplies, they test your mindset, your sanity, your resilience and grit. Can you stay calm, collected, and rational while people are getting desperate? Can you make decisions without freaking out? while everyone else is freaking out. Because panic spreads faster than any shortage, and it can hit suddenly and without warning. And once that kicks in, it's not about fuel anymore, it's about control. You don't need to be a hardcore prepper to survive something like this, and you don't need to have your own gas station. But you probably do need to wake up a little bit, because the system works great until it doesn't. And when it doesn't, the people who act fast are the ones who are left standing. I hope someone found this helpful. Thanks everybody. Please like and subscribe and stay sharp out there.